never stood a chance with him.
I am so freaking gassed. Guys, this is the day. This is it. F1 2021 has been revealed. It is out July 16th. And we have so much to talk about the first F1 game for the next gen for PS5 and the Xbox Series X. It's got a story mode, an actual proper looking story mode by the trailer. If you've watched it, by the way, I played a bit in the intro there, but by what we've heard from the audio bits, it looks like they've fleshed out, they've got multiple voice actors involved, different ones as well, they've got a Crofty in there as well, and from what they've kind of tried to illustrate in that reveal trailer, is that unlike F1 2019, where it was a small F2 story mode that lasted, 3 races, basically, and was not that much playtime. This is genuinely going to be an epic little story game mode that's going to take a little bit of time and is going to take you on a journey about Formula 1, which is epic, because that's what I love about F1. It's what I love about the sport. It's not just about the racing. There's so much more. Relationships between drivers, teams, agents, the politics around it all, and the emotion that comes with motorsport. And I'm a lover of single-player story games. To finally see a proper big, what it looks like from what we've seen, from what we can deduce of actual tangible story mode, unlike F1 2019, it makes me so gassed. But in this video, we're going to go through all the details that you need to know about F1 2021, the game here. As we did last year, got this kind of format where we've got the press release, so you guys seem to really enjoy this last year, where we went in depth into this press release and talked about every little thing. But if you're new around here, do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content. Smash the like button. Let's get into this. So first of all, we got Feel the Rush and Live the Drama in F1 2021, a next-gen experience from Codemasters. Now, already that tells me that this story mode will actually be a proper story mode. We'll actually get a bit of, a lot more cutscenes than we did. Don't think about what we had in F1 2019. Very much a fully fledged thing. Feel the rush, live the drama. What did I just say? Drama between teammates, drivers, agents, everything, and a next-gen experience from Codemasters. That just sounds really sick. A next-gen experience. They want to take us on a journey. It's as per usual. If you pre-order the Digital Deluxe, you get 3 days early access. The game is going to come out on Friday, July the 16th, so I believe that's the Friday of the British Grand Prix. They usually do that a lot of the time, so if you pre-order it, as per usual, you'll get it on the Wednesday or the Tuesday, basically. And of course, remember, all of this is the first F1 game that is also published by EA, and you can see EA right here. I mean, it's their logos are there on the bottom of the trailer screen, so they're not going to have much of an EA influence, remember, because a lot of this game was made, in the middle of EA's takeover of F1 and Codemasters, but obviously the kind of markings and the way they're going to market this game is definitely going to be EA. That's already been the case with how they've dealt with us creators with this press release. So exciting times. It's a new era basically from now on with EA being involved with the F1 games. But we've also got, if you pre-order it, not only early access, exclusive content, including 7 classic My Team drivers. Now, I always thought that would be a sick idea to do, bringing older drivers that are not in the sport anymore, being able to sign them to your team. Is almost like, when FIFA has these legendary cards of older players that are in their prime. Could we sign older drivers that are retired from F1, but you sign their prime version for My Team? Well, there we go. It's actually going to be a thing, it looks like, and we're going to find out, I guess, as we delve in, basically. So we've got today, Cody's and EA announced F1 2021, a new next-generation racing experience launching on Friday the 16th, featuring the teams, drivers, and circuits, usual stuff from the 2021 World Championship season, including a brand new story mode, expanded career mode with 2-player option. So you get 2-player career mode, something that we've been asking for to bring back, because they used to have co-op career mode, but the way they're saying this expanded career mode with 2-player options means they've expanded what's there, the normal career mode, and then the 2-player option, as in you can just play what you've got as a main career mode, just 2 players. So that means R&D with 2 players potentially. That would be pretty damn sick to actually have to work physically with someone else, a friend of yours, to actually build up your team that you choose in career mode. 3 new circuits: Portimao, Imola, and Jeddah. So obviously that is the Portuguese Grand Prix, Imola, and also Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia seems to be asterisk, so I think that's obviously confirmation that the track gets homologated because they're still building it. I also need to pick out here, it says available to all players as free post-launch content with 2 asterisks here. Those being, well, conditions apply. Okay, so we get these circuits, but it looks like potentially, because obviously these only got confirmed basically at the start of this year, in the end of last year, they may be still building them. It does take a lot of time to build tracks from scratch, so maybe we're going to get them, but it's going to be post-launch. So I don't know how that's going to exactly work with career mode in my team, how that would insert in. We're going to have to wait for more details. That's all we've got for now. F1 2021 gives players more ways to feel the emotion of competing at the highest level in the pinnacle of motorsport. So this is the juicy point. So this is about the story mode called Breaking Point, a little pun, because in the trailer they've got braking spelt normally, and then obviously it merges to how we say braking in terms of braking for a corner. Breaking Point. In Breaking Point, the brand new story mode, players take on an epic journey as they rise from the ranks of Formula 2 to a shot at stardom in the world of Formula 1. It immerses players in the glamorous world of F1, giving a taste of the lifestyle both on and off track, the rivalries, emotion, and dedication needed to compete at the highest level. It also reintroduces players to the much maligned Devin Butler. Oh my, this man is returning. The man we all hated in F1 2019. He's back. He's back. Who makes a return, having Dave. I love that. I didn't even read it. I absolutely love that. That was, honestly, towards the end of F1 2019, we all really actually genuinely disliked the guy. He was such a, little twat, basically, in the story mode we got in F1 2019. That's a lovely touch. I personally love that. I think a lot of hardcore F1 players that like that part of the game in F1 2019 and continue to play with Lucas Weber and Devin Butler in the rest of the career mode in 2019 will really like that touch. Doesn't mention Weber, but we're going to get Devin Butler. That is sick. And then here we go with the expansion of career mode. F1 2021 expands its iconic career mode with a new 2-player option that allows friends to join online and play cooperatively, or choose different teams and take rivalries to the track in synchronous race session. So not only can you go and play co-op in the same team, you can just go flat out head-to-head in Mercedes v Red Bull with one of your mates in a co-op career. Each driver has complete control over their assists, allowing players of all levels to come in together and compete. Career mode also introduces real season start, enabling players to begin at any point in the season with real-time driver and constructor standings. That is a very cool, dynamic way of playing career mode. Obviously, the F1 game always comes out about halfway through the real F1 season. With this, you get a chance to somewhat play along a little bit with the season by jumping in with the real stats when the game launches. So you could start a career mode, basically, when the game comes out in July, and start off, taking position of a driver wherever they are in real life. Wherever Red Bull and Verstappen are, wherever Mercedes and Hamilton are, you can kind of dive into that world straight away with them, with all those standings updated. Very cool little feature. Not massive, let's be real. That isn't a massive groundbreaking thing in terms of, if you just really think about what they're doing, is they're just presetting the conditions for a career mode. But still nice to have these options of different ways to actually play the game. Obviously we got more options last year with my team finally, but it's cool that they're building upon that even more so. Across all platforms, returning features include driver manager experience, my team, 2-player split screen, shorter season options for both F1 and F2, esports integration, accessible menus and handling, and for the first time, F1 2021 comes to Xbox Series X and S and PlayStation 5, boasting a visual uplift and faster loading times. This game will be built on the same engine as last year, F1 2020. I believe they may be moving to a new engine in the future, but Lehman had already confirmed last year that it's going to be the same engine, but obviously with the higher horsepower of the next-gen consoles, that will have a visual uplift for console players and faster loading times, something potentially, if you have a good enough PC anyway, you're already seeing in F1 2020, but I'm sure because now the floor is maybe a little bit higher now now with the consoles, with PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S, maybe generally speaking, even the PC version will see a bit of an uplift because they can maybe afford to uplift it because the consoles now can handle a little bit more. I suspect then when you're playing on well, I don't know, yeah, it comes out on PS4 and Xbox One as well, so I assume when you're playing on those, there will be a downgrade versus what you're seeing on the next-gen consoles, of course. But speaking about it, Lee Mather talking, Breaking Point is an exciting innovation that has been years in the making. We are proud to expand the game experience and allow players to live the highs and lows of life in Formula 1, both on and off the track. I mean, it's clear to see they have been working on this for a long time. Like I said, the trailer alone alludes to so many people recording voice bits, you know, Crofty involved as well, animations, I mean, just the general way the trailer was that you were seeing on screen right now as well was just a lot more high fidelity, a lot more high quality in terms of what we maybe got in F1 2019 with that story mode, and the vibe, which is, I feel like you can take a lot from the vibe of trailers and stuff like that, at least personally. The vibe was, this is actually, yeah, they've been working on this for a long time, and this is going to be really, really fun to play. I think it's going to be a sick experience. Breaking Point transforms the game and puts players center stage in the greatest racing spectacle on the planet. We're creating more choice and new ways to play. Real season start allows players to align their career to the F1 season. The addition of two-player career brings new challenges to the iconic game mode. Players can now choose to play cooperatively and share in success, or compete and strive for personal glory. So you can have a rivalry against your mates, you can play with him, try and build the team up to the top, you can do whatever you want. And then we've got some last spiel here about if you pre-order the standard edition, you receive Breaking Point content, the content pack, a set of exclusive in-game items inspired by fictional stars of the new story experience. Okay, interesting. So you've got maybe other things that are going to affect other parts of the game from Breaking Point, maybe the characters involved, obviously. Benefits for the Digital Deluxe are 7 soon-to-be unveiled iconic F1 drivers to use in my team. I beg, one of them is Jenson Button. I would love to sign Jenson Button to my team, but that's sick. That's very much FIFA vibes of, like, you know, legendary UT cards like this for my team to sign older F1 drivers in. It's something we mentioned in game ideas, to be able to sign older drivers. That's in there. Obviously some extra pit coins, which if you don't know already are the way they're doing the kind of content packs and the kind of the kind of paddock pass almost of the game, essentially. And then Breaking Point content pack, obviously, and 3 days early access. So that is all the info we have got from this press release right now. I'm so pumped. Like, just the story mode alone. But then you've got two-player career. Genuinely sounds, that's such a sick dynamic that you can play against each other in different teams. I'm assuming, like, R&D surely must be involved as well. And then you've got my team still there. The AI will undoubtedly, every year they look to improve the AI. For me personally, there wasn't a lot to do with my team in terms of groundbreaking things until maybe they really changed the engine of the game. So for what I'm seeing, the 7 added players is a really nice touch. I hope they've refined the R&D a bit more, or at least changed how it works. Maybe we don't know anything about that, no info on that. But, I mean, from what I've seen alone, it's going to be a very, very sick time getting this game July 16th. But that is all the kind of top-line details for now. If there's more details to come, because sometimes the news outlets that cover the game sometimes get told a little bit extra. So if there's any extra info that I find out in the, like, basically the next hour or so, I will make a second video updating, going into more depth. And also, I'm just going to let this kind of marinate in my mind a little bit and maybe give my thoughts in a second video as well about maybe, you know, things that I want to see, what I want to hear more of, basically. But that is basically the overview and top line of the F1 2021 reveal today. Guys, if you did enjoy the video and found it informative, then be sure to hit that like button. If you are new around here, then do get subscribed for more F1 2021 game news. Let me know what you guys are making of it. What was your favorite part of this reveal? Is it the story mode of Breaking Point, the co-op career, proper co-op career, my team with the 7, or was it 6 or so? I can't even remember now. 7 classic my team drivers, or anything else? Then let me know in the comments below. But I've been aarava. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.